Okay, so I want to do a part two on the scammers because it's such a huge thing here. Again, just about every expat I know here has been scammed um, for at least months, not unusual to see years. Um, and how does this happen? So they're that clever and they're that good that you can be in the middle of this and not know of it for years. It's not my business and it's not my place to say, but I know of a guy who's, I think, been married for 6 or 7 years. His wife is scamming and robbing him blind. I've thought about butting in and saying something, but it talked to my friends about it. I've anguished over it, as you can see, and it's just not my place. It's not my thing. And in that example, I mean, I know she's having sex with his best friend. It's awful. It's an awful situation. And these ladies can be just that black-hearted. I saw a young lady flirting. She wanted to kind of flirt with my son. And she's a young, pretty lady, and she was at the work of my girlfriend, so I thought, gee, she didn't seem too bad. And I kind of said, yeah, gee, that sounds okay. And, you know, I sent a photograph of her that she took a selfie, and she really took a long time to make herself up and take this really elaborate selfie. I thought it was kind of weird at the time. And then she did all this in front of her boyfriend, who, you know, I mean, and I thought he had kind of a weird reaction to all this guy, and then I learned why about 10 minutes later, and that is black-hearted. I mean, to do that right in front of him like that. And then the next day, when she figures out that that's not going to work, I'm not going to send that information to my son, like, why would I do that? She's flirting with me. I mean, I'm almost 60 years old. She's 25, and she's kind of pretty. And I'm like, no. I mean, just black-hearted. So now that was all overt, and I have experience here, and so that didn't go anywhere. But so how does this work? So it's such a slippery slope here, and there's so many shades of gray. So you've got to realize affection and love here is expressed by deed and by money. So money, parents give money to children to show they love them for their birthdays and special days and every day. They just give money, and the kids will say, how much money, how much do you love me, in various phraseology, but it's basically that. And you know, between obviously romantic things that the guy's expected to give, which is Western to a point, but it's much more overt here. And then so it's not that much harder for a lady who's just really black-hearted and doesn't give a care about anybody to start making up reasons why she needs money, or to start doing things really inappropriate with the money, like giving it to her real boyfriend. You know, or maybe she's using it for her family, you know. I've seen Thais build a house with money they were getting from scamming expats. You know, I know where that house is. I'd love to knock it down. But it's not my place either. So, I mean, they're really clever. You know, some people are married 5-10 years and then realize the money they thought they were investing here in Thailand in a farm or in a house or whatever has all been going to their lady's real husband or boyfriend. Or the money they thought they were investing that was in their name is actually in their wife's name only, and they own nothing. And there's millions of baht, and 1,000,000 baht is like 30,000 US. It's not a small amount of money. So you could be missing 10 million baht, some guys have, and I mean, that's a lot of money. So, you know, it's no small thing. So you have to really try to know this lady, and even knowing her family will not provide you security. I used to think, oh, if you know the family, then the whole extended family. No, somebody's whole families, the whole family is in on it. They'll bring in aunts, uncles, everyone. They're all in on it. It's really evil. But I have seen 10, 15 Thais together, all related, work and scam expats out of money. Really, really nasty stuff. You wouldn't think people would do that, but they will. Even if you get an expat to vouch for a girl and a family, that expat, maybe he's being scammed and he doesn't know it. I've seen that. And so how do you really know? I mean, you really have to get to know the person, and it should over time be a little bit apparent. Do they really want you to touch them? Do they really want to spend time with you? If they're asking to spend time alone, that's a huge red flag. In real Thai culture, your lady will not want to leave your side. I have a Thai girlfriend, and she never leaves my side. She flat out refuses to go on vacation without me. She will not do it. And that's a good sign. If I go anywhere, I'm free to go and do whatever I want, but she really wants to go. She really wants to go, partly because she's afraid that a lady will try and steal me. And they'll do that. Thai ladies will come up with an elaborate plan worked between 2 or 3 women, coordinated, I'm going to call it a coordinated attack, and to take an expat and steal him from his other Thai girlfriend or wife. Normally, Thai ladies won't do that. There's a code where it's a social rule. You do not steal a man from another lady. Obviously, some of them do, but it's really frowned upon. It's very rare, except for expats. Expats are so valuable, they will do it. My language teacher said, she goes, Rob, you're like the new iPhone. If someone leaves an older phone on a table at a restaurant for a while, you can go back and it's still there. If it's a brand new iPhone, the latest, coolest model, in 10 minutes it'll be stolen. She goes, and that's what you are. And that's what an expat is. And so, how is a lady going to try and steal you? Let's just talk briefly about that since I mentioned it. So they will want to make a private meeting with you. They want to kiss you. They want to give you a massage, a back rub, whatever. Anything to get you in a situation where they can take a photo that looks bad. That's what they want. They want a photo that looks bad with them, that looks like you're cheating, even if you're not, that just looks like maybe you could be cheating. And they're going to take that, send it to their girlfriend, who is going to be at that time near your girlfriend, and they're going to know who your girlfriend is, where she is. They know 10 times more about us than we know about them. I've said that before. It's more true than you can ever imagine. The communication, the internet has got nothing on Thai social communication. They have got the fastest communication I've ever seen anywhere. And so they will send that to your girlfriend, make her all mad, get you guys fighting, and then while you're fighting, the girl comes back and goes, "Oh, your girlfriend's no good. Let me come over to my place, and she'll cook all the food you want, give you whatever alcohol, whatever you like, take you anywhere you want to go, and she'll be so sticky, sweet, and nice to you. And probably she's a scammer." I've had a couple ladies try this with me. Another thing they'll do if a lady wants to really flirt with you, I really can't do this. I'm holding the phone one-handed today, but I don't have my stand. But they will take their fingers and rub them on your forearm, and they'll hold you like a Victorian gentleman puts his arm. They'll put your arm out like you're a Victorian gentleman, and a lady would take your arm, and then she'll hook her arm inside of yours, and she'll take her fingertips and gently rub your forearm like that. I had my friend's wife do that to me at a party in front of him. He doesn't speak any Thai. He knows nothing about Thai culture. At the time, I didn't know what this meant. It felt weird, and I didn't like it. And the lady's walking me around like this, and she's deliberately showing me off to her daughter. She and her daughter are making eye contact and smirking about this whole thing. The husband is clueless. I was clueless too. On the way home, I tell my girlfriend, I go, "Did you see what she so-and-so did?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, I saw it." And she was waiting to see if I would mention it or not, or if I knew what it was or not, and I had no idea. And then later, a friend told me all about it, and it's a very overt, very formal way of a Thai lady saying, "I want to be your lover." It's a super unmistakable, incredibly overt flirt. So the forearm stroking thing. Generally, flirting is all by eye contact, as I've talked about before. But so with scamming, anything systematized, anything too regular, anything that looks too good to be true, you've got to be honest about yourself. How old are you? How in shape are you? How handsome were you or are you now? All those things factor into your general desirability here. And if your desirability is high and you're, say, 55, a girl 35 interested in you, yeah, all day long, and interested in you for the right reasons, all day long here. 20 years age difference, not a problem. You're going for a 30, 35-year age difference? Man, buddy, you better be super rich or the most best-looking guy ever. Otherwise, it's just to milk you. And they'll literally keep you fat and happy. A lot of these scammers, they will just be offering you food all the time, get you fat, get you less attractive to other ladies, keep you happy, keep you sedentary. They can keep an eye on you. Anytime you will go on vacation, they will insist on going with you. But they will take all these retreats and things on their own. Oh, just girls. Oh, just girls. A real Thai lady doesn't do that. She will stay with you. There will be zero opportunity for you to flirt and for her to flirt as well. She will keep it equal if she's being real with you. If it's not equal, man, that's a giant red flag. And don't think it's safe just to have somebody only 5 years younger than you or your age or whatever. They're scammers too. There's a lot of scammers. They'll get guys close to their own age. They're good talkers. They're good cookers, and they're good at everything else. Keep you happy, and then before you know it, you're missing a lot of money. And again, a Thai lady can take any real estate you have and change it to her name only on 1 day's notice for free or for a very small fee or for a few beers. So, and I've seen this done. This is not a joke. So, bank accounts are a little more careful, but I have seen them get at bank accounts, and I've seen them get at international bank accounts, which I really don't understand how, but they obviously got passcodes and things. So you've got to be very careful with passcodes, writing them down, security of some kind. You've got to be really careful. All my papers and anything really good's in my iPad, and that's got a code that I don't give out to anyone. And then any papers I have are locked in a hardwood cabinet in the house, and I have the key on my keychain, my personal keychain. I only have one key out. The other keys are locked in the case with the case. I only have one key out, and it's on my personal key ring that no one's allowed to touch. So if that key ring's ever moved, it looks suspicious to me. Now, can they do it while I'm sleeping? Sure they can. But I'm just making it more difficult. I prefer combo locks for that reason, honestly, and I just haven't gotten to put combo locks on everything, but a combo lock would be best. And again, you don't have to answer questions. You don't have to tell anybody what you have or where you have it. You can keep a lot of security, and you have a great time here. I'm having a great time. I just had a really nice lunch with my girlfriend and 3 other Thai friends. Spoke Thai all at lunch. Everyone's very, very, I just want to say Jai-D, but very good with me, very glad-hearted with me. Not to be negative. I focus on the negatives on a lot of these videos to warn people of the bad side of it, but man, it's a ton of fun here. Ran into a guy, I've seen him before. I know he's some famous YouTuber or something because he's got a kind of a famous line, and he goes, "Man, it's like dying and going to paradise, isn't it?" And I said, yeah, it is. It's really nice here. I mean, every day is just a awesome vacation, a lot of fun. The Thais know how to have a great time. They really do. All right, that was kind of a second round on scammers. I think I covered more of maybe hopefully the rest of the basics. There will be more on this. This is a huge subject. Be careful and be safe.